crazy. Yeah, that's the one predictable part about me, that I'm crazy. Hey, Spirit Root. Something I probably don't need because I don't get any servants that need them to begin with. Hey, Jesus, I will be in a few weeks. Crazy drunk uncle. No, I'm crazy old man next door. Hey, by the way, I'm just thinking about maybe not using this, or maybe not pulling for this. I'm pretty sure even if I get the GSSR, I get some good, it just feels wasted. It feels wasted. Crazy drunk old man from next door. No, I'm not drunk. I'm just crazy. I don't want to be drunk. I mean, unless one does allow me to drink, you know. Give me a second. I think that was a good team. Anyways. Excalibur Morgan. Don't shout it. Can't shout it. I didn't even use her. Because she died the first turn I used her on my other account. She died first turn against King Leaper, and I almost lost that King Leaper. Got him! Well, yes, but you pushed yourself too hard to take him down quickly. Now you're exhausted. While he's flailing his hands around. Sadly, you can't see what my gear sticks are. I'm just crazy all the time. For some reason, I always do that. I always, use my hands to show some movements that people do usually when they're crazy, but you can't see them. So, you're a fool if you think I would lose to a miserable outlaw like... Man, that was an even better show than I hoped. But I think it's time for the curtains call now. Master! Where we going? Can you let me down, please? So high! That's the jumping power of a person that's, a no-name. Adios, amigos. And bye-bye, everyone at Chaldia. What? The signal's being jammed. Master, please be safe. Mash. Which name? I've almost forgotten now. So, what do you want to drink? Captain Morgan, man. A little rum, You should use Saints quartz now. Do it now. I don't use quartz. I said I'm saving up my tickets and all. I did use a little bit for, for pulling for old man, but it didn't work, so I'm pretty content. It just happens, Sometimes you just don't get things, and you're content with things, like another certain person. But just don't watch anyone else pull something good, and then you're good to go. So yeah, we can. Now I have 10. I don't want to pull. Honestly, it's 10. It looks a good number. I like 10. 10 is a good number. 10 is big. Let me see if there's any divinity that I can read through this. So I can do silver and then I do bronze, but I can do this all by myself. Okay, I should skip those. My divinity tells me nothing, honestly. A dragon's meridian. Something that you can give everyone. And this guy. I'm pretty sure this doesn't tell me pull for the banner. At most I might be able to get this guy with a slight chance of Hesia Lobo, but I don't see Arch of Shinyuku in this today's divinity. And if you don't believe me, just don't believe me. I don't care. So, create a private room. Private, yes. So, do a 10 roll. Imagine Asian drinking hard booze. What do you mean? Yeah, I know, Asians are really bad with drinks, but then they, I think I'm already constantly just crazy. Another drink would just seal the deal, finish me off. But anyways, do a 10 roll. Do a 10 roll, he says. I'm pretty sure it doesn't work like that. No, I'm not pulling today. The divinity doesn't tell me anything at all. And I'm trusting my own divinity. My own, if I had tarot cards, it would show me the death's card 20 times. So let's continue. Oh, come on, and another one. Here. It's unknown, Let me see if I can get a Lancer in here. Just doing my own thing here. Give me a sec. Lancer cool. Boy oh boy. And just ammo checks in the background just in case. Maybe I should use someone else. This is just a ragtag team. Maybe I should, you know. Wow! Is this guy really gonna use him? Vlad. Boy oh boy, it's time for the Vlad boy to come out of the, you know. Give me a sec. I think he's healing. Let me get rid of the apes so he doesn't heal too much. So. Yeah, he healed. Just so now he healed. Stupid. So you get this. I don't know. Get this one. Give me a second. Me spam my click button a lot. Yeah, you are the failsafe in case my first team dies, which will 100% be a thing. There's no doubt in my mind that my first team will perish. So just throw it in here. So you never get a 5-star if you don't try to get the 5-star. Yeah, but I want to save up for summer. But I'm good with alcohol. Sure eyes. Give me a second. Let me read in order. Good. Are you really good though? Is this the question, or are you afflicted with the new general curse? Death can be seen as a new beginning. Yeah. No, not really. If you're a firm believer of that life ends after, you know, that life ends after your one beer, I'm dead. Yeah, you put kappas in there, so I don't know if I should take you seriously or not. Anyway. A message. The damn archer. I can't believe he put Master in danger just to draw me out. No, that's not it. He already had an idea of who I am. In which case he's already deduced my true name, and from that my identity. I don't like taking center stage myself, even less if he's my opponent. I bet this is not Edmond Dante. At any rate, I suppose I go alleviate Master's concerns. I had a theory that this was, you know, the second, you know, Moriarty. I mean, I can drop the name since the banner. It's been now years. Okay, couldn't break this thing. So whoop. I don't know if he said something else. I just ignored him. Hey, I'm at enemy base. Morning, sunshine. Where am I? What happened? Don't touch me. I bet you're wondering where you are right now, what the flower behind there is, which is definitely not, you know, evil Moriarty's thing. Give me a sec. Let me meme beam this guy and then. Ha! Where's he heal now, eh? So, this is the barrel of the headquarters of the League of Phantom Thieves. Fiends. Huh? It's dead. Don't worry, I'm pretty sure you're not hurt. Yes, for now at least, until he reveals his plan, so then he is allowed to kill me. That's like how every evil, you know, mastermind plays it out. You tell them the story of how it goes, but instead you just kill them, like right off the bat. As soon as you're done talking, you're gonna get rid of them. So you'll end up a lot more hurt than if you try to escape, though. You said I'm not hurt, right? Anyways, the truth is I just brought you here on a lark. Sorry in advance if the boss kills you. The boss? Yep, our boss. The embodiment of evil itself. The real archer of Yuku. Well, give me a second. My tolerance is pretty good. I can drink like half a vodka and I'm feeling very good. Okay, that's already a bad sign. About 3 for full and it's not so good. Everyone beat Shinjuku months ago, yeah. Archer, it's really you. You're not the same person, huh? State the obvious. That is correct. I am evil, and he is good. Well, whatever left is good in Moriarty, that is. But anyways, thanks to the Holy Grail's power, I managed to tear out all that was good and kind in me. Such things would only be an hindrance in my battle against my rival. However, I did not expect that such detritus would gain a consciousness of its own in the process. Let alone that it would run off and attempt to impede us. Of course, he was a little more than a minor pest scurrying around until you showed up. Now the Berserk of Shinjuku has been defeated, and the rider shows no sign of returning. Nonetheless, we still have 2 servants at our disposal. The plan will proceed without issue. The plan to destroy the planet? Yeah, what plan? You're just gonna destroy everything? That's it? Well, now, I'm surprised he didn't tell you. Or perhaps you haven't come in contact yet? But you must have heard of Assassin. Or did dismiss it as nonsense. It is just as you imagined, Darren. Our goal is nothing less than to complete total annihilation of this planet. Define this planet is the better question. Give me a second. Is it this dimension's planet, or is it just gonna be, I'm gonna kill everything? It's just do you think it's impossible? I assure you it is well within my capabilities. Evil. I firmly believe that to do so, those who follow me. Well, the world will end in the year 1999. What was once a fanciful nonsense will become harsh reality. Okay, he means everything. he actually means everything. Gotta be careful on that. Give me a second, let me slide through the map and then continue not looking. Why would you do something like that? Yeah, just because he's evil, Who needs plot when someone just is evil? So, not bad one, but the good one, huh? I got a drunk feeling, yeah. I think I also got the drunk feeling, but I was partially drunk when I drank. Not after 1/2. The first time I was drinking, I was with my buddies and we drank about everything. I tasted everything, and I came to a realization that I don't like sparkly wine or sparkly Riesling. I really don't like. But the rest is pretty fine. Obviously I like the things that are high, high percentage alcohol. Those things I like. Those things are tasty. Doesn't ring any alarm bells for me or anything. So yeah, I gotta continue to do this. I wish I could do this, AFK. Maybe I should do so. Maybe I should just, I could totally just Let's do it like this. Continue. Yes, my motive. I suppose it's because I'm a mathematician. I've calculated the power needed to destroy the planet, and therefore I just decided to do so and try it out. So why wouldn't I want to test my equation to see if it was correct? I see you having trouble accepting my reason. I suppose I can't blame you, because I'm inherently evil, and the first thing an inherently evil person is doing is completely annihilation, therefore his own existence, which, is a whole other argument. But anyways. But this is simply what it is to be a mathematician. Mathemagician. Anyways, I'm proud to be evil and despise those who defy me, just because I can. But I would prefer Shalia not to interfere. If I kill you, they just send another one. No, they don't have another one. You might think, I have, they have another one, but they don't have another one. I'm the only one, it seems. For some reason, and I'm not capable enough for anything outside of asking things. So let's make a deal, Darren. I shall send you back to Shalia. In return, Shalia leaves us alone. I can't do that, You basically, endangering my existence. Perhaps you're right. However, I believe a genius, Leonardo da Vinci caliber, should soon realize just what the destruction of the planet truly signifies. A new age? Something like that. I don't know. At any rate, feel free to take your time and think it over. There's no reason to kill you anytime soon. You should kill me anytime soon, before something bad happens. It might be, because they sent just another. But at the same time, could you really risk me, the one that took care of, the singularity? Took care of 7 singularities and beat the Grand Caster, his own schemes. Could you just let me go home free. Like, I have a higher chance of beating you than everyone else, because I have experience. But anyways, it's just my own mind talking, not to you. There's no reason to kill you anytime soon. Dub-de-doop-de-doo. As he's dabbling away, I don't know what's called, when he just walks away. He just walks away, you know what? Damn, that talk about the devil's own luck. You're a hell of a guy, you know that? Anyway, you just sit tight for a while, alright? I know, why don't you keep him company? He's the kind of guy who goes nuts without someone around anyways. He'll be happy to talk to you. Who? Hey, Jane Shakespeare. It's me. Give me a second. The most I've drank was like 10 glasses of Prosecco. I've been drunk countless times, but vomiting is not my thing. Just don't do it. Because you're not drunk enough, so you just, you know, that's the thing, man. You can't do it when you can't not vomit if you're not completely drunk, so you're just halfway drunk. You're not going full pro drunk. You can't just not do it. It will happen if you're completely drunk. I mean, if you're lucky, it doesn't happen to you at all, and you don't remember. Even if it does, math magician, yeah, math magician. I mean, if I can't drink 10 glasses of Prosecco and be fine, then I have. You are from another land, Nav. You should have the power to drink everything. Prosecco doesn't have the percentage. Prosecco's high percentage. It's a wine. 10 glasses should be at most 2 bottles maximum. Wine is low percentage. Can't stop vomiting. I stopped it countless times. Sure, yeah. Good thing you still remember. Half drunk, huh? Half drunk. I call you out on that. Wheat, no joke. Why, if it isn't the wonderful master of Shaldia? It's me, William Shakespeare. It's been quite some time now. When did that was the last time I met you? But hey, what's with those trains around? I'm told they're specifically designed to hold servants. As a castle, there's little I can do about them, because I'm weak. The truth is, when they captured me, they spent the whole day torturing me. Sweet are the uses of adversity, my foot. It's horrible. Are you alright? Oh yeah, Shakespeare's totally telling the truth here. He only agreed to make King Lear's force recently after he was tortured. Yoo-hoo. I'm just glad I could be of service, you piece of dung. Hey, at least you're, you know. At least you still have your tongue intact. It's a good sign, A healthy mind expresses itself many more times than not. How about I torture you even more painfully next time and you make a... How about Macbeth? That guy was immortal, right? Great, can't wait to get started. Yo man, it's not looking good. A fine mess it is. At any rate, I'm surprised to see you here. I mean, it's a singularity, so I have to fix it, right? How can we escape? Got any clues? Unfortunately, as you can see, I'm not in much of a position to be of any assistance in that regard. I'm a hard time reading. Help me, please. So, give me a second. I like shake my head. Sheep wines are like proper drinks. Yeah, just drink the cheapest vodka and the cheapest cola. You know what's disgusting? You know that what's disgusting with then. Okay. So the only times I drink is when I'm out. I can get my hands on an expensive drink. I see. I usually never drink. I don't see the appeal. Only if you know. I only did it once, and after that, you know, it's fine. As much as I enjoyed Captain Morgan, I think I like the cola in there more. Because in my heart I'm a filthy gamer. I just gotta drink cola and or Mountain Dew and eat Doritos. That's the only thing I'm getting drunk on. So, like cheap drinks, shake my head. I'd rather drink Pepsi. Absolute vodka's very good. That's opinion, I guess. Is Pepsi okay? I like Pepsi. I drink rarely though, too. Well, that's you know, that's always how. It's just always in the perspective. Pepsi is cheaper a little bit, so that's why I like Pepsi also, just because the pricing is nice. And me like that. While you may not be similarly restrained as a human, I'm afraid it would be difficult for you too. Yes, Because I'm just weak man. There are many hornets patrolling the ground along with the multitudes of King Lears I've been forced to create. At least I finally just about run out of sentences praising or decrying the latter. I'm so sorry, Sir Darren, if only I hadn't written so many historical masterpieces. Oh, what am I doing? Glad to see you still, you. Yeah, glad you're still around, huh? Oh, he's crazy now. I must say I'm curious why you are gazing at me so fondly, but I'm glad to see you in good health. Hey, that's just how it goes, man. That's the kinship we share. As the one who is the mastermind behind the chocolate incident. It's just an entirely other case. Don't mind me. We're just memories. But still, from what I heard, it was quite foolish escapade. You being captured and all. Yes, we just fell for the trap of Hassan. Okay, I can't say no to Hassan, cursed arm. Okay, that's the thing I remember. You can't say no to cursed arm Hassan. He's a nice fella, you know. Oh, I'm not being critical of you, Sir Darren. I'm talking about the Archer of Shinjuku too. It would be foolish to believe he didn't have at least some idea of the assassin of Shinjuku's ability. Oh, really? That's a good point. That's a really good point. That's a really good point. I didn't realize it. Yeah. Does he not have the same? He should have the same memories, right? He's the same person after all. Deepest lore? But in this case, why wouldn't be wary of Hassan after he appeared out of nowhere? That is strange, yeah. Wait. I drink twice a month probably. I drink rarely. I drink once in my life and that's it. But go drink with me, old man. And I want to get back to Germany. We can sure drink after the CDU is finally gone, and we have a better system in Germany. Then I will drink with you for a brighter tomorrow. But for now, since the you know, just a little rant about the governance system in Germany for now. But yeah, if the government system changes, we can drink a good one. But for now, not. Drink you under the table, Pega. I hardly drink, only on special occasions. I know. You can drink me under the table. I will just drink cola and wait until you're completely drunk, pretending to drink vodka or some vodka or rum or all that high percentage. I only know those two by memory. I don't remember the last because those are the ones I think I like the most. The rest I just don't remember. I don't care. Like I said, never drinking too much. So we break this thing and then yeah. Well then, why don't we look at this form from a new angle as a detective might? Oh, sure man. We can do so. If it makes no sense for him to have believed that Hassan was who he claimed, then perhaps he was aware of his identity all along. Yes, he wanted to send me here in order to free you, probably. Which would be a case, but I can't free you without any help. But that would be the logical conclusion. At first glance, there would appear to be a betrayal on his part. No. I don't think he's inherently good. You know, whatever good part Moriarty has, you know, he has something. You know, there's something there. He wouldn't do so. And there's also that sense of perseverance, which would, you know, so for some reason an evil person does not have perseverance. He does not want to live, it seems. Just wants to be evil. Well. Nah, it's not, I think. Nah, there's no need for that. True, nor has he made a move since your abduction. Huh. I don't suppose he entrusted anything to you. Say, a letter? Oh. Did he? You're doing great, Master. I hope you know that. Huh? What happened? I want to pull for him. I want to pull for him so badly. When you're in Germany, I'm 50 plus, yes. And I'm gonna be like, yeah, no. Right now you're 40, right? And you can't make an old man joke when you're in the old man army. You're always old. Play a game. It's called Ein Schluck und weiter. My friend called me out on a lot on my taste in drinks. Pull for him. No. I guess he did. Excellent. Then let us see what he had to say. Oh wait, can I just give you the letter? Don't worry, your life is not in danger. Help is sure to come. When it does, then it will explain everything. My deepest apologies for frightening you. That's all it says. So he may not have betrayed you, but there are still many questions remaining. He's too smart. Perhaps I can answer them. Give me a second, there's no voice for this person yet. The qua voice, is it? So, who goes there? Ah, there's it. The person is here. My name is Edmond Dante. Someone called me the Count of Monte Cristo. So, Edmond Dante, the Count of... Come on! You know by now. We went there twice already. We went to this hellhole of a place 2 times. Beating people that had desires too much. You know? The Count of Monte Cristo? Or Monte Cristo? Keep your voice down, Laren. The Archbishop Yuko sent me to help you. Or rather, he sent me up so that I would have no choice. At any rate, we need to hurry. Yeah, he knew that you were there, probably. So you are the real deal, huh? Just a second. Uh-oh. I'm getting erratic cheat. Just a second. No. So. Shakespeare, I wish I could rescue you too, but I'm afraid I have left you behind. Oh, what a tragedy, though I do understand your position. But, his boy... No, it's quite alright. I may be subjected to more torture, but I doubt they'll kill me for a while yet. Right now, your safety is of our utmost importance. So Darren, worry not about me, but do come rescue me later when you can. I know, good luck, Shakespeare. Woohoo! So why did they... Wait. And one question, why did they want me to be imprisoned? Just for that Dante to reveal himself? Probably. Which is a really bad thing, but I guess we need allies. This is what I'm assuming right now. He just wanted to reveal that we have another ally here. And you're going to play the game with me here. Wait. Why? No, I don't want to play. I don't want to try and play a drinking game. Man, I miss the good German food, and you know, sort of Turkish food as well. I'm missing doing a lot. I like to eat this. So simple. You can even do it. Okay. Maybe I should do my own döner. Speaking of, maybe I should do them. Okay, you know, sheep, Lammfleisch ist wahrscheinlich ziemlich schwer zu bekommen. So, I don't know what Lammfleisch means in English. I think this is not really the main cattle in here, which is mostly just gonna be beef and pork. But who knows? Who knows? And to you? What? It seems we've been found out, Harry Master. And don't worry, this security is a mere trifle for me. Huh? Wait. Just a second. So. Gotta destroy those healing guys. So. I wish I hadn't do it alone. Uh oh, here comes the King Lear. Shakespeare, why did you have to go and write these things into existence? Sorry, Master, but I'm afraid I'm not at my best right now. I hope you can figure a way out of this. Yeah, we're just gonna lose, I guess. Yeah, we just lose for that. So if you have no kebab in America, it's goddamn lamb meat. As if you don't have lamb meat. I will check. Man, people's always tell me to do things myself these days. Where are the lazy people everywhere, man? They're nowhere there are lazy people anymore. All of them are just gonna be just do it yourself, forehead. Can even use cow meat. I prefer lamb meat over it. So it was lamb. just a little. Okay. And note to self. The archer was pretty much negligible. Could have taken another. Could have taken Lance. I mean, they could have taken another archer with me. Oh well. We do have to defeat those hornets, which have the surprising amounts of health. Chicken, beef. I don't know. Lamb. Never tried it out on kebab. Really? You just went for the normal one? Wait. They do offer it with different meat, but you never went for lamb? Man, you live there. You live where it's created. The heck? So. What are you doing, man? We only have kebab with chicken. Where are you living? Now, where's your lamb, forehead? Where's your so proud lamb? Wait, we do have a meat store down the line, thing, where we live. Maybe they have it. Not that I think. Hey, Senpai Oni-chan, thanks for following. I think I remember you. You were someone I know. I say this with a higher voice because I actually just don't know. So, thanks for the follow. I don't know where this came from, but hey, appreciate it. We got the follow for the month already, and the month just began. I'm happy. Now we have to go for higher goals and play this game properly and level up those skills. Good times. Yeah. But a village more likely, I see. I'm living in a city, but city, village, I see. Gino big streamer now. Haha, good joke. Really good joke. I you know, that sort of, you know, that sort of joke is pretty nice, man. Keep it good. Keep it like that. So yeah. Taste it with lamb. Lamb is gonna be great. So let's see. Sadly, we don't have you know what they use for in order to prepare the meat, right? They use some sort of you know, how do we call this again? You see them in the you know, stores. You see them in the stores. I don't know if they sell anything here. It's getting close to this. It'd be cool to see. So that leaves only the bread, and you know, vegetables should be easy to get. Sadly, we don't get the sauce, or you know, I don't know if they sell, if they even sell the right cheese, goat cheese. Don't know if they sell it here, but pretty much I could technically do it. Just I have to search for the right bread now, or think of maybe you know, you could just do it. Forehead. Let's see. I can ask someone. I can ask, you know. I can ask just my family if they would like to just have, you know, this every now and then, so I just can, you know, justify the buy. Don't want to do it as a one-off. After all. Okay. We're gonna stun you. No, we're gonna stun you and then just take care of this other guy. Or it just doesn't stun. It's fine. I didn't want to stun anyways. I didn't want to stun anyways, you know. So, Trash B? What? We have 50k population at most. Really? That doesn't sound too low, but it is low, but not too low. It's enough to freaking get lamb meat instead. Anyways, chicken is not. I don't think chicken is great on a kebab, on a doner. I mean, if you put it on this thing, maybe it gets the tenderness. The bread is fladenbrot, yes. You ever just eaten a pack of mozzarella cheese? You ever eaten just a pack of mozzarella cheese? I did once, yes. Not too much. Chicken's so good. I ate so much chicken that I'm practically just I don't want to see chicken anymore. Like sometimes I still eat it, but I just ate too much dry chicken. Too much dry chicken, man. Oh come on, Urea. Okay, this might this King Draper, King Leaper, not Draper. Me and my strange. I think this is he's level 60. Okay, that's not good. Yeah, let's get this guy in. Maybe something will happen. So at the very least, we now have maybe some stars to work with. God, why? Make it hard for me. Just a second. I'm gonna finish this event today, so I can start doing the harder quest tomorrow. It's gonna be unlocked. So, but it's like 7. What? But like 70% are 50 plus. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's die Veralterung von Deutschland. There's like this basically how it is everywhere. Most of the people are old. You know why, right? There's no need for any. Yeah. There are multiple reasons, I think. But one of the main reasons are just the appeal of getting children is not as high there. Or gotta promote it more. Get more children. Sustain the bloodline of the Irish bloodline. Anyways, we have to activate Legend of Dracula. Yay, we got that thing. It is okay. And hope that Ku doesn't die immediately, which he will do. He will die immediately. There's no arguing that. So I have to kill this. Then I have to kill this thing. Then I've turned into the dragon. There's so much to do, man. And being without it, doing a raid without actual raid members is a pretty tough thing, even on the easier difficulties. Obviously, you attack the boy first. So, and you attack the other boy. He's gonna protect himself. You have kids. Wait. Chicken is the only thing that trash eat here in the UK. People eat here in the UK, I see. It's trash to people. Yeah, chicken is fine. Just don't eat it too much. I swear, it's not great. After a while, you come to a realization that chicken is not too great. I swear, it's just like just healthy is one thing. Killing yourself with chicken is another thing. It's fine. But I'm a beef boy these days, but I guess Texas made me like that. Beef through and through. Or pork sometimes. Whatever you do, whatever is just convenient, except for chicken. Chicken is like it's for as long as chicken is not dry, it's good chicken. But usually, it tends to be dry. Makes me sad though. So I can heal you for a little bit. No, can. So give me a sec. I can do this. So music is pretty decent. The head in time music is pretty decent. Nice. I like it. Okay, what happened? Oh, nothing happened yet. Wait, it did happen. He didn't die. What? He was not focused? What? Why would you not focus an assassin? Berserker. So, laser beam of death. And then we just continue, I guess. We just brute force it now. So. Depends chicken, but fried chicken is the most obsessive. Fried chicken? Yeah, I guess. I ate so much fried chicken, so I'm you know, not too much of a. It's fine. Fried chicken is fine, honestly. But you know, see, it's the most obsessive thing for people here. I can't go deep without sounding racist, but it's ridiculous. I mean, you live there, right? So it should be fine for you to sound like that. You know. You don't need this so-called pass to talk about your own country. You could just say it outright. So, anyways, yeah. I rarely eat chicken, but it's really nice. Yeah. Why are people always talking about chicken if I'm watching? I don't know, Mordred. I don't know. I don't, you know, this must be the first time here. We usually don't talk about chicken, but, you know, it just happens. And I just don't like dry chicken, and fried chicken it's about okay. It's the only thing I can say. Not too much, and everything should be fine. Germany has no less. No, because UK has a lot of immigrants. Yeah, because of, you know, all the things happening around the world, you know, war and stuff. But anyways, can you just attack this guy so his guts activates? I feel pretty stupid now that I activated his guts. Because, you know what? You don't even get to have a chance. I stun you instead. Just a second. I have to pay attention for just a second on the other screen and then, okay. You had your chance. And even then, didn't took it. Unbelievable. Rude. So, turn into a dragon and let's go. I doubt that half the population are British, even, to be honest. Yeah. Still, you can talk about your own country like that. That should be fine. I mean, unless you got it into this context. then you know, if this is the context you're going for, I thought it was just, you know, it's just normal for the country to everyone to eat this. But if you're going for specific, you know, people, oh, that's another thing. So now, the Legend of Dracula, woohoo! Now finish him off, so we can finally move on with the story. I don't care about it too. I don't really know what happens outside my house. I don't care too. I see. Man, do what you want, you know? Do what you want. I do care for what's happening outside, because, you know, you're getting raised in this world, and you expect to leave it for the future generation, so they can do the same things you do. It's tedious and annoying, but if you don't do it, then, you know, well, it's gonna end. Because the rich people are annoying. They just want to get richer for some reason. Anyways. But you can do what you want. Not saying that you have to. Pay attention for everything. Like I said, it's annoying. UK is a bad place. I'm not going to go as far as to say that they are taking our jobs, but the immigration here is bad enough to make the place overpopulated. Okay, me leave. Me sleep no good. Okay. Have a good one, man. So, now that's something we can fight with. Sadly, we have to get this boy in. I mean, he's not too bad, but... So, and I have riders. I have 2 good riders. You know, my rider team is stacked. It's good. It's actually good. So, the 2 I have, but I need less score, so let's see. Here. Just passionate, just in... 1 point, give me a second. You cost nothing. How about we wait? We exchange you for... Do I have another rider I could use? No. Just here. Cool. And have mesh in here instead. I don't know what happens in this one. Honestly, I can't really pay attention. I just you know, play it and see if I survive. And most of the time I'm pretty good to go. So it's gonna end anyways. It will end at least in the 10 times 150 years. So that's the point. What's the point? Then do you play? Huh? I mean I don't know if we want to go to that type of conversation with the world is ending anyways, why water stuff and yada yada. Well, the country structure is just awful. It's a tiny little island and has become a cluttered mess. The structure is awful, probably, yeah. But you know, you gotta help out the people. I tell you, this much. Even though it is quite a border right now, I know immigrants is a big problem. But if you help them now, and this issue will resolve itself. You know, it's gonna help the country more than it hurts the country. But I do understand. Right now it's not too great, but you know, can someone freaking finally think of long time? You know, long time. Because a long time it is. It's pretty nice to have immigrants. Not only the cultural, you know, exchange, and the workforce, obviously. You also can establish a good relation with other countries through having all those people in your country, you know, that they can either represent the others or just, you know, just look. It gives you a good image. But anyways, give me a second. Look at the world. How do you what? Do you know how long? 10 hoch 150 is quite a lot, right? Give me a second. So you basically, what I'm getting at, you're talking about you know, the classic the sun explodes and the world is end anyways, right? That's the times 150, right? Right? That's what you're getting at. Give me a second. Honestly, China had the right idea. They just did a really bad job at executing. No, but the issue is overpopulation. That's the issue. Yeah, yeah. That's also kind of thing. No, talk about the heat death. Heat death? You mean from global warming, or what is heat death? now you're getting me somewhere where I don't understand things. Heat death. Sun explodes is around 8. So 1,050 is even more. 10 hoch. Jeez. Oh, I got it already. Nice. Finished the quest. So at least only this left. And this I can just brain AFK through. Nice too. So I don't have the facts straight, man. I just don't remember. It is in a long time. So give me a second. Let me get this out of the way. It's gonna end anyways. It will end at least in 10 hoch 150 years. So that's the point. Okay. Yeah, it's true. I guess the world is ending, you know, in that much of a year, but we accelerated, you know. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't want to go there. But you know, the whole point of me not understanding this in the first place made it a little difficult, I guess. So the sun explodes in 8, and the whole universe is gone after 150. Is there any proof for this already? I'm not too knowledgeable in the end of the world type of themes. You know, as much as I don't like being talking about, you know, you should think of the long term. I just don't think of the long term of the whole world, because that is a long time. Oh wait, I forgot. I don't have to think. Looks like our escape was a success. Oh, but don't try to contact Charlie just yet. The enemies just like using the signal tracks to track us. So I think it's better if I continue to jam it for the time being. Can I ask you something? Why are we still here? No, what is this? What is it, Master? Why have everyone? You're not the Count of Monte Cristo. Hey, I knew it was not the person. I knew it. Makes sense. Like, this was my theory, that this I said it already. If you don't watch the VOD. So that was the right theory. He would never call himself the Count of Monte Cristo. Right? No, he would never call himself Edmond Dante. That's the thing. He would never even mention the name to begin with. But anyways, who are you? Remarkable. You are absolutely correct. I'm not the proud vengeance seeker at all. And believe me, proud? I was well aware of it during the battle. But how did you figure it out? He hates being called Emodante. You know, look at the prison arc, so you know what happened. The death is there. Every single sun explodes. Every black hole evaporates. I see. So that's the scientific theory. I mean, that's a really long time in the future. You know, that's a really long time in the future. I don't know why would you even mention this to begin with. You know, it's not like it's gonna matter for you. It's just the time if every single particle stops interacting with other particles. So it's a complete stop of movement, which is really interesting. So yeah, I mean, if you're thinking about this, that the energy has to go somewhere, or the energy transfers to itself to somewhere, one point, I guess makes sense. That something like this would happen in the big future. Huh? No, don't stop moving. What? Stop interacting because of the wait. You mean from expansion then? Particles just never meet again through the unlimited expansion. Or I don't know if the universe even expands at this point. I'm gonna beat down the country I live in real quick. This place tries to embrace all culture, which is literally impossible. There's nothing wrong with people moving to a country, but the country should maintain its own culture. Yes, the UK does not have its own culture at this point. It's just an awful mess. Okay. Yeah, it's the thing is, as much as you want to help people, as much as you want to, you know, make sure they don't, suffer bad fates, the prerequisite is for them to respect you as well. So learning your language is just a thing they should do. Yeah, agreed. And the culture should also stay. But anyways, so it's just for expansion. But the thing is, we don't even know if the universe is infinitely expanding at this point. We just surmise that it's infinitely expanding. We just think that it would do so. But yes, that does make sense. But that would be an expansion beyond an expansion if particles never meet again. That would mean that every particle itself has an own universe to live in. But yes. But that's so long. That's so long, and in the future we will get all kinds of things probably done. You never know what the future holds for you. So don't end it early. Huh? Yeet machine, what are you doing here? Tell me to pull for this and I'm gonna hate you. Don't tell me to pull for this. You're bad luck. You're bad luck. Don't tell me. Don't say anything, Yeet machine. Just be here and look nice. Now I see. I knew I couldn't fool you for long, master. I went to a bit of effort to change my speech patterns, you see. I wondered if I might have been giving too much away, but even so you did well to notice. Good show. Alright, let's dispense with the disguise then, shall we? Who is it? Huh? I believe this is the first time we've met since Camelot, Mr. Darren. Wait, you retain your memories? Oh yeah, it's a ruler, right? It is a ruler. I forgot. I think rulers are the ones that retain their memories, if I do remember correctly. Or there's like a lot of rules. Holmes! Pity you well read, my friend Miss Killlight isn't here to join us, but I suppose there's nothing for it now. How did you get here? Yes. Good question. Good question. Let me start from the beginning. Do you remember when we met at the Edis Institute? Yes, it appears you do. Well, there's a reason I continued to race you from London to Camelot to Shinjuku. You didn't need my help to restore humanity, I suppose. I could have offered advice, but so could others. But the same was not true for the incident. It would have happened afterwards. Let's see. Give me a second. I always look nice. Okay. Pull. Yeah, as long as Yeet Machine doesn't say it, I think this pull is not, you know, it's not cursed. I'm pretty sure it is already cursed. But no, I won't do a 10 pull. It's not. I don't believe in 10 pulls anymore. I did so many throughout my whole FGO career that I don't believe in them anymore. They don't work. They just don't work. Anyways, I hate this place because there's nothing interesting about this place. It's boring, miserable. Damn, man. It's just the normal prediction, yeah, and it's expanding. We know it is. It is. But will it have a limit? Is the other question. 5 tickets. Yeet Machine is trying to fight its urge to full. We have to command still. I get something from single pulls. Yeah, but I never got something from 10 pulls as well. So that's me. Only from 10 pulls. All your tickets? No, I want to keep for summer, man. But the same was not true for the incident would happen afterwards. We gotta read. At the Atlas Institute, I was trying to find out if one thing in particular was possible. Whether or not a singularity could occur after humanity had been completely restored. Oh. It turns out that such a thing was very possible indeed. Three Hermes warned that if humanity were to move from being incinerated to being restored, this distorted history would end up creating enormous remnants. Specifically, remnants of numerous powers that could have threatened the entire world but were wiped out by history playing out correctly. To date, the counterforce or perhaps something else has worked to restrain and to pose these remains before they could pose a threat, but when humanity moves towards restoration, the power returns from the cracks of history. They are almost like hidden malware that tries to infect your computer when you go to reboot it. Anyway, Hermes calculated that if a new remnant were to occur, it would be here in Genuco 1999. I still don't know why, but there's one strong possibility. What's that? No, I better not say anything until I know for certain. No, don't give me that look. Watson used to give me that exact look. At any rate, this is why I'm here. So that's why we keep on going, Mr. Darren. Okay, I guess I just go. So, 5 tickets it is. No, not 5 tickets. Give me a second. There's no reason to assume they have to stop. There's also no reason to assume they just continue to grow. It's going on the same basis. But you know, like I said, nothing is proven, so you can believe both of them will happen, or both of them are something like the Schrodinger's cat. If you don't know what the outcome is, you just expect both of them. As long as you can prove it, there's just no way to say 100% they're gonna expand infinitely and 100% they're gonna stop. So it's just both. But yeah, if your theory were to be correct, which is highly possible, then yes, at one point particles will not meet. And if another Big Bang will not happen again, which probably will not happen. Well, that's not scientific thinking. What is not high? That's not scientific thinking. Please say. But now that's what we say. We keep going. I'm interested. Oh yes, I still have to tell you the most important things of all. MP3 Subarashi. Nice. Gold sparks then. MP3 Subarashi. I don't believe in that. I have to lay bare all the mysteries in Juku Heights. Words fail you, I see. Indeed, or ordinarily, I would never divulge a theory that I was still in the middle of formulating. Doing so could cause you all to make erroneous predictions, potentially leading to grave mistakes. However, there is an exception to every rule, and this case is one such exception. The reason is simple: his fingerprints are all over it. Threads that should lead to him become tangled and twisted, eventually ensnaring you in a trap. You assume that things stay as they are till they show or use something other. Huh? No, I assume both of them. If you remember me saying about Schrödinger's cat, I assume both of them being active, which is a paradox in itself. But Schrödinger's cat exists as an example just because it exists. So I believe both of them are working. Until you prove me one of them does not work. which you can't do. Because the thing is, if you rule out one possibility out of the multiple possibilities you have, if you have multiple possibilities, you already shorten your horizon into one perspective, which makes you it sounds pretty strange, but this makes it so that you, if the solution is on the other side, if the solution is on the other way around, you just don't see it because you don't perceive it as true. And even if not, you get a lot of more results if you get everything into use every possibility or think of every possibility. Therefore, you can go through every situation, and except for going it's better than going through this route than assuming one thing and foregoing every other route based on what you know, because we don't know everything. Anyways, yes, but with that logic, I could was gravity stop what? I could was gravity stop working. I think the thing is working. The autocorrect is. You have to explain a little. I don't understand the sentence. So with that logic, I could was gravity stop working. Gravity works as a human rule. Humans established the rule how gravity works. So therefore, this is the baseline of humanity's or humans type of gravity. Obviously, it has it works on nature's own rules that we don't know, since we can't talk to nature itself. But yeah, with that logic, I could say gravity stops working. We established this based on what we know, and it is basically, again, this is yet another case. I think we also proved that gravity is a thing and stuff through human thinking, for human proof theories, facts and whatnot, and we solved it through the human equations. So it will apply to us as true, but it might not be true at all, since we are limited in our perspective, because we are humans. We can't talk to nature. Nature has its own formula how gravity works. We can't get to know it just because we can't talk to nature. Nature is not a thing, not a person. So that's the thing I'm getting at. Anyways. And before you know it, it has you in your grasp just where it wants you. However, there's only so much you can see by observing a spider's nest from above, and if one takes too long to investigate, the wind could blow away the evidence like so much sand. Thus I have chosen to leap into the spider's web head first. Perhaps that's what he wanted all along, for me to take the stage. I imagine if Miss Skirlice were here, she would be screaming right about now. At any rate, let me tell you exactly who we are up against. My nemesis, the demonic mastermind who disappeared without a trace of evidence. He and his subordinates spin threats, each of which leads to the spider lying in wait. In order to reach him, I had to evade every one of these threats, sometimes disguising myself entirely. However, I soon learned that even this wasn't enough to find evidence that could convict him. In time, I began referring to him as the Napoleon of crimes. But his real name is James Moriarty. Oh! He and the Archer of Shinjuku, who first bonded with you when you arrived here, are one and the same. Okay, yes, I know, they are one and the same. But anyways, okay. We are walking through the alleyway. This might take a while. Okay. But you don't know what I mean with expanding. There's a lot of things science has proved. However, there's a lot of things that are just theories. There's a lot of stuff science has simply can't tell us, like what happens to mind after death. That's easy. Yeah. Yes, but with that logic, I could say gravity stopped working. Wait, give me a second. You don't know what I mean with expanding. I mean, we know that the world is. This is obviously, I don't mean to I don't mean the expansion to space times. What? So what do you mean with expansion? Let me read through and let I will let you finish everything. And then I will continue to read until we get to the part where I can fight. That's why I hesitate to reveal myself. Moriarty would never side with good and virtue. It must be some sort of plot. Regardless, I knew my presence would only endanger you. The moment I arrived in Shinyuku, I could sense that he was here. As such, there's a little to doubt that he is similarly aware of me. Given how weak the good Moriarty spirit origin is, I didn't think his same would apply to him. However, it seems that over the course of deducing his true name, he managed to sniff out my presence. That being the case, there's no point in my pretending to be the Count of Monte Cristo. And now that I have removed my disguise, the game is well and truly afoot. And no longer am I a spectator, I'm a participant. Which means that it is now only a matter of time before Moriarty and I face each other. In truth, I did all I could to remove any mention of him in Watson's writing. In part that was because if possible I wished to fight him on my own. But the other part is that I instructed Watson to write about him as little as was possible. In terms of pure strength, there was surely countless servants who surpass him. No doubt there was also many who exceed him in charisma, especially those from the Age of Gods. Yep, Gilgamesh. But when it comes to evil charisma, devilish fiending flats that are carried out without requiring him to lift a finger, he's a class on his own. Indeed, I feared about the effect Moriarty might have on the world. Thus I asked Watson to depict him as simply and as sternly as possible. Now here's a real problem. Moriarty claims to have split into good and bad personas. The bad one took over power of the true name and expelled the good one of it from his domain. I won't gonna read as soon as I'm done. However, as I see, it just doesn't add up. After all, I had sensed almost no traces of good from him. And yet the Archer of Shinyuku who protected you was sincere in his actions. When he saved you from the fearsome ride of Shinyuku, he did with no regard for his own life. Nor did he seem like he did because he had some schemes in mind that would guarantee his survival. Sheer dumb luck was the only reason he survived. When I realized that, I was utterly at a loss. So Archer of Moriarty is another person? I thought he might be an imposter, but that doesn't seem to be the case, which leaves us with a problem. Where does this good part coming from? He really is a good Moriarty. It's almost like one of those protagonists suffering from amnesia. This really is a problem. I'd never believed such a person could even exist in this world. Still, while your life may not be in danger, I can't say I approve of the way he let you get abducted. Hey, he let me what? Why that little... I mean, we know, right? I mean, we talked about this with Shakespeare. I mean, that's obvious that he let us go get abducted. Sophie surmised that he doesn't, you know, there's this guy, you know, he knows about the assassin's ability. I mean, that should be obvious, right? Why are we reacting again on that? I don't know. Well, you would have to be abducted at some point anyway, and you knew I would rescue you too. But the question is, why would he let you reveal himself like this, since he knows that he has to reveal himself at one point? Holmes is smart enough to show up at one point anyways, so why would he do it now, is the next question. Now then, I advise you not to try and hide anything from him. Feel free to tell him about this talk. I know you're concerned, but don't worry, he already knows everything that's happened. He knew you would get kidnapped, meet his older self, and that I would rescue you. He even knew that his true name would be revealed afterwards, along with the doubts I still harbor. Actually, he's never met me in person, but he's certain nonetheless. Even if he does know his true name, he will have sufficient information to deduce it. Yep. Because for some reason the good boy is really smart. I soon can read. That's something Moriarty would never fail to do. In that sense, we are very much alike. At any rate, once everyone is here, I have something else to tell you. Exactly what destroying the world really means. I saw you there. Me? Hey, affluent person. Yes, you. What a lovely face you have. I dare say your complexion is marvelous. Oh, thanks. You're the very picture of health. You must be highly nutritious. Uh-oh, cannibalist? What? Now, should I go with rare or well done? I can never decide. Steak! Steak! The wealthy like me are meant to eat fine steaks. Commoners are supposed to eat swine. You know, okay. One of my statues can't eat swine. It would mean you healthy people are more affluent than me. Well, from one place to the other, huh? I see someone at the end of their ropes. Why is everyone here like this? That is a good question. There have been several food shortages here ever since Shinyuku fell into this state. Of course, now there's only source of food that remains in abundance. After all, most good people here are dead and gone. There's that Mirrain are neither spellcasters or killers. So on that note, Mr. Darren, I hope I can count on your help. Fortunately, these should be easier than King Lear. Of course, there are also a lot more of them. Okay, let's go. So what was there? But you are right on me on picking up on the one case here that you know give me a second, let's read. See, I forget sometimes work. For example, the universe didn't exist until the Big Bang happened, right? But if nothing existed before, then how did it happen? Honestly, the chance of the Big Bang having actually happened is very slim. Yeah. However, such a theory is popular. Popular people believe it to be a fact as those things that have been proven. Yeah. Theory was never really said it's stated to exist. It just says that the first thing we know of is the Big Bang, of the Big Bang, but we do dare if proof. What? Unfortunately, everything before humanity came into being is all speculation. Yes, you can look back into time if just look far enough. Can to an extent. We know that the universe expands after the backward radiation. Okay, now we get in theory, yeah. First, okay. We make theories and build our vision very based on those. Sure, we use the called evidence to make so-called accurate predictions, but we don't know if any of that is true. We can stimulate around 1.1 second after Big Bang, and we did this on Earth. Okay. So the thing is, so this is what I'm getting at, by the way. This is what probably, funny enough, Neps understands. Is what I'm trying to get is that we base everything on the human understanding of things. We don't know we could might as well be completely wrong just because the human understanding does not exceed that of far-fetched of a god who has the clairvoyance to see everything. That's what I'm getting at. So yeah, that's the thing. While we might be able to reason with it and might be able to find a common denominator, a fact, a true theory, everything can be proven and everything works, as proven. It is still just only a perspective of humans themselves. So that's why I'm getting at that I don't want to discard an opinion just because we factorize it, or we can assume that if we assume something is right based on the facts we have already. I say it's true, That's the first part. That's fine. That's fine by me. If a rock is a rock because he's a rock, that's fine. But if we deduce based on what we have as evidences and theorize, it might be true. If we continue that the rock is therefore, for example, it's a rock, therefore a living being or something like this, far-fetched, then I have to say I will acknowledge this theory. I will not say it's true though, unless completely proven. on the human perspective. And this is and something like expanding world dimension, the universe expanding time, the three dimensions, including the 15 others. So this starting to go way and beyond the human understanding for now, at least. So this is where I would usually like to stop and say, yeah, okay, it just happens. So anyways, but yeah, I would never trust your own fingers. I trust it, but your brain fakes the stuff you see. You never see the real thing. See, that's where you start going to. Why would you believe in anything to begin with to be true if you know that if your brain is playing a trick? Why does it not play a trick now? That's the thing. If you say it plays a trick on you, then it plays a trick on you, on the theories, on what you might believe it's true. Then there's a personal bias in there. It's a personal bias if you fail to perceive something real. That's what I mean. If you for example, if you're a crackhead, that's a big example again. If you're a crackhead and you just see stars everywhere, that would be the case. Then it's not something. But if you mean that you never see what you see is real. That's the limitation of humans, like I said, and that proves my point of that the humans have a limited view that cannot be applied for the whole world or for the whole universe. That then you're supporting my point. If we can't see what we can see, if even what we see is not true, and the theories we can surmise can also not be true, since those can also be fake. And base what we see is wrong already. If one component does not work, all the others will fall apart as well. So yeah, it just helps to get to my case. Anyways, all you see is electric impulse that your eyes send you. It's not psychologist, physically. Talking about perception now, physically. Can't define perception by physics. Don't talk about perception at the moment, but you're right about that. You're talking about what we see, that is perception. Like, this is the thing, this is look, the thing is, at the very end of the day, if you can't see the truth, then we build everything based on what our truth is. I mean, if we see everything based on an electric impulse, like you said, then we don't see the right thing either. Then we can't see then there has to be a discrepancy. There has to be a fault in, for example, the 1 second after Big Bang Theory, what you said. Then, you know, it's a visual presentation of what's happened 0.1 second afterwards, and we surmise it's this and that and this and that and this and that, but this is then not true, since if the eyesight is already the most important part about all of this, you know. If we can't see the right thing, that is, talk about a blind spot in the middle of your eye, huh? Brain is fed information better what you perceive, and that's where your image of reality comes from. Yeah, that's, you know, that's the blind spot in the middle of your eye. So, give me a second. So what does the blind spot in the middle of your eye do? Physically, what does it do to? Not really, that's even more important part. I mean, you brought that up with the middle eye blind spot thingy. Please do tell me. But anyways, and I'd better stock up a weapon soon. I believe he should be around here. Ah. Huh? What are you looking at, punk? Ah, there you are. I see you're just as fast at disguising yourself as ever. How do you always see through it? Yeah. Doesn't matter how much you change your appearance if your gait remains the same. Ruffians, police officers, yakuza, each has their own distinctive way of talking. Mr. Darren, allow me to introduce you to you. This is Mr. Kaburagi. He runs a general store here in Shinjuku. Hey, he has everything from demonic beast corpses to guns that will even work with him on raves. Mr. Dante here is one of my best customers. It's always a pleasure to see him. Now you should try to sound a little more earnest when you lie. I see what's going on. Today I'm here with someone who seems like they'd make a good hostage, so we're hoping to abduct them in order to threaten me. Isn't that right? He just knows the whole plot already. So that means the brain automatically fixes this blind spot and nothing you can influence. Yes. Okay, that's the blind spot. You're right about this part. So, give me a second. So what does this have to do with what we talked about? Never trust the own thing I see. So you say that at the very least we see something as true, as at least from a human perspective, what we see is true as long as it's not in the blind spot. What does this have to do with the whole theory of us talking about this? We might as well just say, what if you close an eye? Or what if you just there's a blind spot. But if there is a blind spot, you can also look around the blind spot. And everything around the blind spot must be true, right? So, at the very least, you can say, as long as you don't directly fixate an item or object or you know, an experiment or whatever you want to look at on the blind spot, then it should be a true vision. So then I don't understand why this has to do with anything. Yeah, but why can he not trust his own eyes? Because there's a blind spot you can fix by closing an eye, because then you don't have a blind spot, right? It is part. No. This is like on every eye is the same, right? You're not talking about the blind spot when you have both. Give me a second. So basically, both of them I have some sort of blind spot, yeah? I will trust anything and everything I see. So basically it just means that if there's a paper, a paper that has a fact in it, then and you can prove it, then it's true and it's fine. That's good, right? Doesn't deny the possibility of there being things I can't see, yeah? It's just there's like that. Don't write about the eye anymore. Don't write about the eye. Let's just say I understand completely. There's a blind spot. Looking around it, like it's just. I mean, if there's a blind spot, obviously you can look around it. That should be the case. That should be what a blind spot is. Only a spot and not a whole condition of your eye that you can't see everything right. Would be pretty strange. But anyways, yes. It's just it doesn't have to do with anything, huh? I want to show him that his own eyesight is as flawed as every other Informationen. Now there's a German word in there. Do you have your YouTube autocorrect or you Google or whatever autocorrect is working against you? Haha, I can't put anything past you. Well, now you've seen through it, I won't give you any trouble. Good. Now I'll take 20 of the usual, please. You got it. By the way, Mr. Dante, I've got a question for you. And what might that be? Do you think the end is almost there? Yes, it might be. But that doesn't change what needs to be done, does it? You still have to collect salt and sell your wares. It may not be a proud profession. At times you may have to sully your hands. But so what? What is there to be afraid of? You should be proud, Mr. Kaburagi. Just do what you need to. I'll keep that in mind. By the by, I also have some new demonic bison, if you fancy that. They could make great pets. They are very friendly and not a big pity when it comes to food. No thanks. What about you, young man? Interested in a nice demonic beast? Yeah, sure. Food's all I need. Aww. What kinds of beasts you got? A genetically modified chimera. It's called a super chimera myself. What? You don't need one? You had a bad experience with one? Yep. Sadly. So this is you giving me. By the way, this is information that I don't know about the blind spot of the eye blind spot. I just have scrap memory of something. That's about it. I know that you just there's a blind spot and the eye just automatically replaces it with a complete image. That's the only thing I know. So that's about it. But I think most of the time you should see the right thing. I think there's just a minuscule part. There's only a minuscule part of possibilities where you can't see the thing because of your eye. Probably this goes beyond my expertise. So I'm just saying, let the eye talk stop, because that's just that's just eyes, man. If you can't see it, if you believe you can't see everything right, then that's fine. And there's obviously there's obviously proof for it. And if Neb thinks the other, then that's also fine. But he did say that there are things he can see. He did say that but he can still say the truths he sees are true, even with that, if they are not freaking in the blind spot that will be replaced and dirtied around. The brain does that. You see the right thing, but the brain makes it right thing up. The eye is just more like a metaphor. Yeah. Oh, that's the song. Thanks for waiting. Hey, you're you. Yes, we'll soon be meeting up with the others after all. I believe her hideout was not around here. Ah, there we go. Alright, shall we go get lectured? Oh no. Lectured? But of course, Mr. Darren. I'm afraid those two will be absolutely livid after spending the evening worrying so much about you. I see you now understand the situation we're in. Come then, let us be off. Yay, getting punched. I only have one working eye, so I can't really understand this whole concept to a great degree, if that's what we're talking about. Wait, what happened to your other eye, Neb? No. It only has something to do with on one eye. Don't worry. I don't understand this concept either. But it's basically, you know, if you use two eyes, there's a blind spot. But if you have one eye, it's also. Yoo-hoo! It's James Moriarty. Now we can pull, right? His true name has been revealed. It's more about information, yeah. This is something beyond my expertise where I can't really argue with you. So I'm gonna leave it at that for now. If you think that the blind spot is a sufficient factor on on falsifying informations that might be applying to truths and revelations that you see and perceive as true, then that's fine. I can't stop you believing that, and I can't really argue anything about this. That's just where it stops. Sadly, because then we would have to make a whole exploration of what this blind spot is, what it does correctly, and then we, have to get certain examples out, and I don't want to do any of that for now. So we're gonna summon, I guess. Heat Machine is not there anymore. Probably. He's gone because of the whole theory talk. Probably, yeah. So good thing he's not there. Okay, let's summon. I think 2 times should be fine enough. They both work technically, but my left eye is very, very weak. I used to have to wear an ice patch when I was younger. I see. I didn't know. That? Gentle affection. It's just a hat. I don't know if this is just a hat or if this is the full thing. So see, I already got a 4-star. If we pulled 10 times, I already got the guaranteed 4-star in a single pull. This is what I mean. Like, it doesn't work. 10 pulls doesn't work. Like, I already have my pull has already failed, honestly. But I could live with having only gentle affection instead of 10 other things I don't need and 9 other things. So that's why I don't believe in 10 pulls. And since I didn't get any 5-stars since the dawn of time, I think, yeah, the ones I've gotten obviously were from a 10 pull before, but see, I already have a better pull than I would have gotten on a 10 pull. If you tell me that you can't make sure of it, I just know that my last 20 million pulls were like with a 1 4-star minimum. That's a CE. See, it will not apply to you because that's just luck talk, but that's just how I work. So we pulled twice, we got nothing. We got C's, that's fine by me. So yeah, I use your snap. For the first time, I'm gonna use, I used it on, I think I used them a lot on Rashomon just to have an easier grind. So have Dio up here, and then another attacker would be cool, Sang, I guess. And then just, I don't think we need to send the back line in here, just in case we can. Just make it like this. Hey, yay for the alter ego. And then we can replace this for the Shalia 1 times E. Do we have evil people? We do, but EC is too costly. Here. Yeah, we can replace you with Sasaki to get some bonds. Wait, you're also evil? Okay. Cool. Suzuka. Yeah, we can get Suzuka in there. I want to use her in the future. Sure. And the rest, I think that we only have a fail-safe and passionate in case everything goes bad. So the point is, Snaps only trusts his own information, and I can't go back to the simple physics to show things work and prove step to step till I can make that point. Yeah, give me friend points. Yeah, roll more. No, I will not roll more. Yes, but can you just not leave him dead? It is just way too much. I think it's fine. It's fine enough for us to know that it's fine enough for us to know that there's a discrepancy in what you perceive. That's about all you need to know. And if he still believes the 1 point, then it's fine. It's fine, okay? Because At this point, it will turn into a physics, half philosophical question of, you know, of whatever you perceive and whatever you see. It's just too much. It's too much. I say, you know, okay, it's a theory that I can believe, and the fact that is you know, already proven. So that's cool. That's cool. We just stop at that though. Like I said, I'm just you know, it's just how it is. Holmes makes all of us think a lot more. I hope I never pull him because my brain hurts. No, brain never hurts. But that makes it fun. Yes, it does, but but it's pretty dry. Arguing about this is fun, yes, but it's only applying to you know, it's only applying to you know, not all people. Some people just enjoy, you know, me just talking for some ungodly reason. You know, there are people here watching me for me talking constantly without stopping. That's cool. I you know, appreciate you guys, but yeah, there are people like that, and then there are people that just don't want any thinking. They just want to, you know, bash on streamer like Ice. He doesn't think. He just wants to bash on me. And now that he's asleep, I can, you know, make fun of him. Because I would know, you know, never mind. If he's there next time, I would say I openly insulted him. I don't like being, you know, sneaky, backstabber, rat. I always say that, you know, he's here so he doesn't have to think and to insult me. Or bash on me, not really insult. I don't take any, I don't offense in what he says. I'm pretty, you know, shrugging it off. Except certain examples where he, you know, runs his mouth a bit too much. But other than that, he's fine. Yeah. What I think spoke wrong. I don't what? So give me a second. Still have 3 other points from back then I want to talk about. Jesus. What I think I spoke wrong. I don't only trust what I can see. In fact, I rather enjoy looking at more obscure things. And said I would believe something if you have seen it. Yeah. There's lots of things you can't see but are true. Yeah, like, you know, famous example is you know, the smallest particles in the universe, molecules and stuff. And everything is made out of, you know, a rock is not a rock, purely a rock. It is made out of the components that makes a rock. You can't see that really with your own eye. You can see it with help, but you know what I'm getting at. I know. There's a lot of things you can't see, and there are better examples for that than this, because you can technically see it. Can I just say my happy song and be done with life? Can you attack the glowing ball that is killing us? Okay, fine by me. It's just a glowing ball that's killing us all. But hey, I'm just a you know, just a person that advises you to be careful with your life. Fucking glowing ball, you know, ignore the golden ball, get destroyed. Yeah, now I'm gonna ignore this green ball. Eh? What you do? Yeah. Okay, they got it. I'm proud of them. They got it. I'm proud of me, people. No, you break. So, here I can wait. I doubt you can do it. If you doubt, then you can just doubt the reality. That's true. I can like with that, not everything. I'm not going to doubt the existence of simple things we know exist because we've done them. You can see the electrons can. Yeah, I just needed an example. What? You can't see okay, that's what you mean. The smallest part of the molecule you can't see. I mean, at least we visualized it at some point. So that's what I mean with, you know, it might be a really bad example, because we visualized it, and basically the structure should be like that. Who knows? Huh? But yeah. It's just that it's a, you know the example works, okay? It just works, okay? Leave me be. It just works somewhat. So I think the food is about to be done and the guests are here. I'm gonna check, and you can't see, you can't see, I can't see, whatever. It's a visual representation, whatever, if it's true or not. This is a bad example. I could have got something like, I don't know, there would have been a better example. Uh-oh. Master, are you alright? You okay there? Master, thank goodness you're safe. I mean, I could tell you were okay because I was monitoring your status, but we haven't been able to contact you this whole time. Yeah, guests are here. My sister's also here. So if she's back, that means everyone's there. Hey there, everyone in one piece. Wait, Sherlock Holmes? Bakananani? Sorry. Why is everyone so... Why? This one time. Come on, this one time. Like, I'm expecting my team to be good. And they just disappoint me. Why? Minimum, bare minimum, is freaking any one of you getting the dragon CE. So we can get like the first turn dragon. That is a bare minimum of expectations. How do you disappoint me? This is impossible. It's a free start. This doesn't cost much. You can get it for free. Ay 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 ay. Beyond any, yeah, well. Anyways, I'm gonna read this one to the end. It is really you. Good to see you again, Miss Caroline. You too, Mr. Holmes. I'm glad you're in good. Wait, what are you doing here with Master? I mean, he rescued me. So, well, I'm trying to fix my sleep gadgets to nip sleep now. Yeah, good night. Can't visualize electrons. Okay, good to know. Good to know. I don't know. You have a lot more to talk about. As much as you know. As much as it was pleasant, honestly. It was pretty pleasant to listen to all of the expanding your knowledge about this. I try to my credo is to try to never disregard any point of view that you might have, even if you don't agree to it. Point of view, facts, whatever. So yeah, it was pretty fun. But yeah, I don't know if you can remember them till the next time, maybe, or if you just don't want to talk about. My family's gonna. I think it's about to be done, and I'm done with this. I will finish this one, and then I'm gone. But yeah, I can tell the reason why, but I don't think yeah, it's fine. Make a mistake you enjoy talking about this. I'm gonna do it more often. Mistake? Hey. Only because I needed 3 weeks to beat Dark Souls, okay? I played through it twice. That's an excuse. Is that so how wonderful? Then you could have contacted us at any point up to now instead of showing up unannounced. So you were here with Suspicious Man all this time, I see. So I'm done. I grinded the thing. Allow me to introduce myself once again. My name is Sherlock Holmes. Gotta read a little bit faster. I'm technically a caster, but I'm afraid I can't be much of help in battle. Please do forgive me. He's a ruler. So you're dead weight, huh? Whatever. Anyways, thanks for saving our dumbass master. Now get lost. I'm afraid I can't do that. Alright, Archer Shinjuku, I think it's time you came out now. Hi there, Holmes. It's been a while, hasn't it, old boy? Wonderful to see you again. Well, why then? Doop-de-doop-de-doo. What do you think you're doing? Well, when you were taken, I had planned out what I thought to be the best course of action. But with the benefit of hindsight, I suppose it was really rather dangerous having me involved. I feel awfully about it. You must have been very scared. I guess what I'm trying to say is... Well, I'm sorry. I apologize, it goes so far. I'm fine with him betraying me. I like him. I suppose you're right. Well then. Very well then, seeing as we're in Japan. Food? I suppose I must have told Mr. Puku. It is, I hear, quite excruciating. What a funny criminal gentleman you are. Yeah, he is. Not to worry, it seems Mr. Darren has already forgiven you. He has? Well, more or less. I don't care, honestly. Oh, thank you, you are too kind. He's right, Master, you are being too kind. The more you let this evil bastard get away with, the further he'd try to take things. But you still didn't answer my question since then. Then do you play? What do I play? Okay, I will answer this question. What do you mean, then do you play? I don't understand this question, that's why I thought you wrote it wrong. Do you mean since when do you play? Since when did I play FGO? Or since then do you play basically means when? Okay. It was my first account. I have 2 accounts I play actively. My first account, which is on my phone and not streamed, is since Saber Wars, and my second account was also Saber Wars, but I started playing I have started playing on Valentine's a lot more, or I start maining this, or you know, putting effort into my account on the Valentine's event. So last year, January last year to about March, May last year, I was right then instead of when. Okay, that's come on, like I'm just confused because you know, I'm scatterbrained. Of all things, I'm really scatterbrained. So I try to take things. I try to don't take the things wrong. So and sometimes I read this message, try to take it seriously, and then I don't understand it mostly. And then I ask. Obviously, I always ask if I don't understand something like this. But yeah, jealous? Green really isn't your color, you know. My mice, this little kitten certainly likes to meow, but she still needs to be housebroken. This kitty has claws, bitch, so watch out. Come on, watch out your profanity. This is a family-friendly stream. Thanks for worrying about me, you two. I wasn't overly concerned. Huh? Worried? About what? At any rate, Archduke, it seems your memory remains incomplete. Nonetheless, you must have some idea of who you are and what you were by now. Oh, well, yes. Considering all these hints that have been dropped and given how wary I am towards you, there's only one person in the world I could be. You're wary of Mr. Holmes? You don't mean you're... Please refrain from saying anything further, Miss Caroline. Let's wait for him to say it on his own accord. Yes, well, as you have deducted, and I do indeed know your true name, and as have already told Mr. Darren as well. At this point, he's just waiting for you to come clean and tell him yourself. I see you really know who I am. I do. Well then, Darren, I mean Master. If you forgive my transgression, I shall entrust you with my true name. Of course, there may not be much point now that Holmes has told you that, is but no matter. After all, I'm told this ritual is still quite necessary. I am? Alright then. My name is James Moriarty. I materialized here as a phantom spirit composite fusion. I wish to form a contract with you as your servant that I may devote to you my full power. I'm gonna pull it again. But yeah. Oh yeah, okay, but if that's the... By the way, we have a Discord if you... I don't know. I don't know. I have a Discord. You can throw things in there if you want. I may or may not respond. I'm pretty semi-active there. But if you just want to watch for the, just wait for the next stream. The next stream is gonna be on Monday, and I just gonna play normal. Usually I keep the gacha games for only Sunday, and I play whatever you know, main game on the Monday to Friday, except for Wednesday and Thursday where I'm free. Which is usually right now. Dark Souls is finally gone and done. I can get this past me. I played through this game so many times that I'm done. I'm free. I'm home free. The next game is gonna be Stardew Valley. But yeah, I have Discord. I can link it to you if you want. If you don't, then you can just hop into the next stream. It's gonna be at the same time. Just the same time. You know, let's say 2 p.m. Texas time zone. I don't know what the time zone is called again. 2 p.m. Texas time zone is where I'm streaming. Anyway, that's me, Moriarty. A pleasure to be here. Just when I thought he couldn't get any more suspicious, Marty should banish him for good. Yeah, he reminds me of one of those cunning foxes that show up in morality tales. If only he was far worse than any fox. He never risks his own life, he only makes plans, leaving the dirty work to his subordinates. What an absolute despicable villain. That's right, even in Dr. Watson's book, Moriarty was renowned for his villainy, and at the Reichenball Falls, he and Mr. Holmes faced off against one another directly. Reichenball, which ended both plunging down to the waterfall. Please be careful, Master. Are you sure there are no waterfalls nearby? Pretty sure there's even that. I don't think there's clean water around here anymore. It pains me to see you worry of me, Mash. What? That was just my impression of you from Dr. Watson's writing, so I do think you're not too bad, or at least I think I do. Pay him no need, Miss Caroline. He's only pretending to cry. You cat, have you no mercy? For you, Moriarty, I will never show mercy when it comes to foiling for your plans. Well, can't blame you for that. Now then, I believe you have some information for us, Holmes. I'll look if I can make it and talk with Nips. He's probably gonna be on YouTube. YouTube is disabled again. I'm gonna remember the streamers talking about politics and physics, yeah, and the possibility of the world ending in whatever time. I can't believe we went from the world is ending to to, you know, our eyesight is not right. We have a blind spot that, you know, we have a blind spot in our eyes. Interesting. In any case, yeah. See you, man. See you. If you're gone for tonight, then there's nothing more happening. I'm just gonna read it out and then go my memory. Yes, it's about destroying this planet. In brief, it's entirely possible. Wait, what? How can that actually be possible? Oh, wait. How can this be actually possible? Earth has a number of safety provisions in place. He can't possibly circumvent all of them. Right, you are. During the course of this planet's unbroken history, it has withstood numerous crimes. Barring the sudden appearance of alien visitors, it is extremely unlikely that those of us who were born here could manage to truly destroy it. Thus, in order to do so, one must completely overturn one's most basic preconceptions. In other words, what the Lion King attempted to do in the Holy City and what Edison attempted to accomplish using the Holy Grail's power. Oh. The Lion King and Edison? Oh. Ah, now I see. So that was foolish nonsense I'm up to. That's just like me. I understand all too well what I'm thinking. Then how about letting the rest of us on it? What this Lion King and Edison person try to do? Well, the Lion King made his sacred lands into a tower and planned to use it to wipe out all humanity to save for a select few. Yes. Moreover, even he had succeeded in wiping them out, the incineration of humanity was happening at this time, so he had expected the salvation would soon be forthcoming. It was a shallow, ill-conceived plan, but it was also the result of much agonizing. What an idiot. In that case, he should have just let himself die along with everyone else. This is why I hate kings who had tried to solve everything by themselves. Of course I hate kings who just roll over without putting a fight even more. As for Mr. Edison, he didn't actually end up doing anything. That's true. He did put in a 7 days per week workforce, which is a pretty painful thing, Edison. I don't like you for that, but didn't actually put anything. But he did come up with an idea. He said that once he won the Holy Grail, he planned to cut America out of history altogether. Yes, that's the plan. So we have the Lion King who was trying to save a handful of people, even if it meant the destruction of the outside world, and Edison who tried to cut his country off from the outside world in order to perceive it forever. And it's possibly the same thing as the Gura Guri event, with the Shinsengumi and the tentacle guy. It's the same case. They also wanted to do the same thing, and I think we're getting into a common theme, huh? Hang on, that would mean, aha, now I see. So that's his plan. Da Vinci figured it out already, huh? I see your reputation as a genius artist is well deserved. Okay, give me a second. Start with politics. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, now I'm, I guess, by myself. Huh? I don't know. Hang on just a moment, I need to look something up. Okay, fast. Quick, all staff get around. We need to begin an emergency investigation. Do it faster, please. So what's this plan already? It's not possible to destroy the world. Good, yes, objective may have been different, but this plan still took 3,000 years to come to fruition. However, it is possible to remove the world from history, in other words. If the world is removed from history, then it can be destroyed. Well done! Yes, that's exactly it. This terrible. The world is already devoid of meaning. What do you mean, Da Vinci? I mean that world is already cut off from its history. No matter what happened there in Shinjuku, it won't have any effect of humanity whatsoever. I mean, of course it can make things a bit unstable, but no more than the tiniest of tremors. No matter how unstable humanity gets at this level, there will never be any adverse effects. In the worst case, that Shinjuku could be destroyed without an issue. It wouldn't even affect Shaldia, so this world is going to be destroyed. So this world is going to be destroyed, unless we can find a way to avert it. What we're forgetting the most important thing, what will happen to Master? That's the crux of it. Basically everything else hangs on exactly how we bring Darren home. However, if that world is already cut off from history, we may be able to force a ray shift. If we can, that would solve everything. Yes, that sounds right, but... Yes, that is how it would play out, isn't it? Shinjuku would remain as a hell pit and be destroyed alongside this planet by my other self. That's terrible. It is terrible. Now, hear me out. Yes, Shinjuku, the world we serve, that would all be gone. But if you make it back to Shaldia, in effect, nothing would be lost. I mean, yes, we will lose our lives, but in the end, this Shinyuku would simply revert to oblivion. You're wrong. You knew you would say. I knew you would say that, Mr. Darren. What do you think, Miss Kirlai? As a servant, I would like to place the highest importance to my master's life. That's sad, and this may be rather imprudent of me, but if Master were to return here safely and abandon Shinyuku to its doom, well, it just wouldn't be like him. I knew you understand. I'm glad you're my servant. I don't write much because I know you want to make it fast. Okay. Thank you, Master. I'm glad you still think of me that way. I'm sorry. I just sidetrack all the time. You jealous? Ha! Oh! No, don't go kicking another beehive. Yes, good point. For a moment I was deathly afraid of my own life. Now then, as a representative for Shaldia, I can't just let Darren and share Shinyuku's fate. He has fought alongside us for a full year now. We won't let him throw his life away. Thanks for your consideration. However, as a master, we will also wish to respect his wish to save Shinyuku. So I ask you just one more time, Darren. There is no point in saving the Shinyuku. Doing so would help neither humanity nor the people here still worth protecting, if any exist. It wouldn't even be a problem if the servants you have not there were to vanish. This may sound careless, but abandoning Shinyuku would not endanger restoration of humanity in the slightest. The servants who are there with you would never blame you for making such a choice. So even taking all of that into consideration, do you still believe the Shinyuku is worth saving? I do. Fully. Because I'm an idiot. I see. Well, that does indeed sound like you. Anyway, that's a relief. Even though you now saved the world or two, you're still just as caring, optimistic, possessed of an indomitable fighting spirit as ever. Alright then, I guess that settled it. You have Shaldia's full support. Of course, that doesn't mean we won't also lay the groundwork for a forced raid shift to bring you home. Alright, now that you've made your decision, I suppose I'd better tell you something else. Does that new thing you have to tell us have anything to do with you've been being so nervous? Well, if Mr. Darren has decided to go home, there wouldn't have been any point in sharing this other truth. This other truth. I shall now tell you the culprit, the evil Moriarty's plan on destroying the planet. It is true that with the world divided, Earth's safeguard would fail to work. Nonetheless, destroying the entire planet should remain utterly unfathomable. No matter how great his control over Shinyuku may be, it is not enough to destroy the world. In which case, Moriarty, what do you think you would need to make such a destruction possible? To destroy the planet, one would need enough energy to match that on that scale. That energy would be needed to focus towards the Earth's core, a central destruction point. Naturally, this is far easier said than done. The sheer amount of energy required such a task is incomprehensibly massive. For example, a meteor falling to Earth would easily meet such energy requirements. But of course, there is no reliable way to predict such an occurrence. Such a thing may generate a requisite energy, but it would not be possible for it to hit this necessary target, in which case the next thing would only need is a device designed to draw in a passing meteor and direct its impact to the desired coordinates. A gun barrel. So you mean something that could load or fire a meteor like a bullet? A barrel. Interesting. Indeed, remember, Master, the mysterious tower that stands on Shinyuku's western edge? The one growing taller by the days who are trying to pierce the heavens themselves? That is the device Moriarty will need to complete his plan. Wait, what? The building is an actual gun barrel? Yes. But it doesn't even move. How could something like that possibly load a magic meteor like a bullet? A phantom spirit? A phantom spirit? What does a spirit that failed to become a heroic spirit have to do with this? Indeed, I was puzzled by why Moriarty was so focused on phantom spirits. But upon rereading his book, The Dynamics of an Asteroid, I finally understood. He plans to control a meteor by using his servant abilities? That is why he needs a phantom spirit power. The power to hit a target no matter the circumstances. Thus, the phantom spirit here summoned is none other than der Freischütz Max, the free shooter. Der Freischütz? A hunter who made the deal with the devil for 7 magical bullets. That is who Moriarty has absorbed. 6 of his 7 bullets will always hit their mark, regardless of the obstacles in the path. In other words, he has no control over the 7th and final bullet. And that's not all. This ability is more about hitting targets than actually hurting them. And that's all we need. Thus, the Phantom Spirit is usually relegated to nothing more than a character in an opera. That is what Moriarty is taking advantage of. I see. That explains why I was summoned as an archer and not a caster. That explains this thing, and also explains why the archer doesn't manifest itself over Moriarty. And why I'm able to fire bullets and missiles from this coffin I never used when I was alive. And you couldn't have figured that out sooner? I mean, that's pretty far. This is pretty far-fetched that Max's Freischützer, that you take a Phantom Spirit, fuse it with you. You know what? It's not too far. Yeah, it's not too far off. Yeah, John Alter makes an excellent point. Sorry about that. I imagine there must be some sort of knowledge I lost during the split. Yeah, maybe. But remember the time limit I mentioned earlier, Darren? Once the tower is complete, it won't be long before a meteor comes our way. Once it does, it will jump into the barrel and be fired into the planet. Voila, a magical bullet. Which, with Moriarty's theory is correct, will result in the murder of Earth itself. The most heinous crime committed throughout all of history is a massacre upon an unprecedented scale. Oh, you flatter me. That wasn't a compliment. Idiot. At any rate, regardless of whether this plan is feasible, if we are certain this is what the League of Phantom Thieves is working towards, correct? Undoubtedly. I know it's filthy rich coming from me, seeing as I tried to destroy France and all, but yikes. I mean, that killed all of them too. Indeed, it would though, of course. Thinking logically, a servant could never truly die. Nonetheless, if they are still aiding in the world's destruction, they are likely doing so for pleasure, revenge, or something of other unknown purposes. Thus, their role is to build an enormous wall around Shinjuku and guard the barrel. So, if we wish to save Shinjuku, our first step would be to neutralize the assassin of Shinjuku. Indeed, their transformation ability is quite formidable. If I left unchecked, I maybe end up cutting down John Alter by mistake. Try it, Ice Bitch Queen, I dare you, but yeah, I agree, that guy pisses me off and we should kill him, soon. So how about we doing that? Now then, Moriarty. Yes, Holmes, what do you want from me now that you've robbed me of my job explaining things? Feels bad. That's what you're upset about? At any rate, I want you to come up with... It's a good Moriarty. The good Moriarty has nothing more than his explanations and his brain. Don't take this away from him too. You know, his evilism more usually takes over half of his time. At any rate, you come up with a plan, that's what you excel at, isn't it? Scheming. It might excel at foiling plans, but when it comes to crafting them, you are no doubt my better. So that's how it is. In that case, I need information. Give me everything you have on the enemy, including the dealings with external entities. Well, here you are. Ha! Interesting, now I see. If we do this followed by that, although... What we really need is sexiness. Did I just hear what I think I heard? Huh? It must be your imagination. My plan is foolproof. Are you certain about this? Moriarty's plans may appear nonsensical, but in hindsight, they nearly always work out well. Understand you're concerned, but I think it's worth rolling the dice on. Huh. Alright then, everyone, we're off to the city to buy clothes. And by buy, I mean, of course, I mean steal. I mean, there's no store vendor to stop us anymore. What? Hey, so we can keep this clothes for you know, John Alter, and then we can also apply for. Can we get her to keep her clothes as well? Are you sure this will work? Yes, without a doubt. As for you, Holmes, I shall let you land the final blow. Good grief! I know this was my idea, but your plan is exceptionally reckless. Master, you just make sure it is all right with you to proceed with my plan. I'm thrilled about this. What other choice do we have? Undoubtedly. I agree it's rather reckless, but it also makes full use of everything we bring to the table. I trust, yeah, we only have two thinking servants, one of them being inherently evil, but now pretty good, the other one that thinks, and that just thinks, and two that are, you know, reckless and for full frontal. So we have a 50-50, and since those do the heavy lifting, the full frontal assault ones, I guess this is the plan, eh? Okay, let's get started. It's dress up time. But first go ahead and clear out those ruffians and brainwash collaborators. What's that? They refuse to leave? Makes sense, in that case it's battle time. Finally, okay, I'm gone. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like my stream, yada yada yada, watch you in the D&D Discord is here. You didn't ask for the Discord, I just posted because I can. I have the ability to do so. Just to get it in my muscle memory. I'm off for now, I'm gonna check. I think it's past the time that everyone is there. I'm just gonna check. I'm gonna end the stream even if they're not here, just to prepare for. And if you wanna know, birthday, yada yada, gotta go. Bye. Thanks for watching.